Last weekend, we took up what we called a miracle offering. We have a vision, a goal to raise $1.2 million over the next 2 years. And when I first, said that number out loud to myself, about 3 months ago, I was like, God, that's going to take a lot longer than 2 years, right? But God's like, no, I can do it, and I can do a miracle through my people. And really, we are just humbled and blown away. Honestly, the word is really amazed at what God has done through our church through this. Before I give you the numbers, I just want to say a couple fun things. Last week, we had all of our kids bring in their change, right? And they brought in their piggy banks, right? How many people, their kids brought in some change last week, right? We had over $180 just in change that was brought by our kiddos. Craig took it to the bank. It was literally like a 10-pound bucket of change. And when the teller saw it, he's like, the money machine's over there. Go count it over there, right? I think it took him about 20, 30 minutes just to count the change, which was fun. We had over 125 families that participated in this miracle offering. Really, that's about 70% of our families, which is incredible. If you are still on the fence about jumping in, I would say jump in, because this is really about all of us taking our step of faith together. But who wants to know the number, right? Come on now, all right? And let me just tell you, okay, when you hear the number, you may not know, have a perspective on where we are as a church. I'll just be transparent with you. Last year, our budget was about $600,000 for the whole entire year. So just keep that in mind. Now let's do a drum roll of what was brought in just the last 4 weeks. We had over $350,000 that came in. Come on now, Jesus, let's go, right? Huge, right? And again, that's a huge amount of money that came in just about 4 or 6 weeks here in the last, and we're really just blown away by what God has done, right? And we, again, this is going to allow us to take significant steps forward. We did a pledge. I said, hey, let's all pledge over the next 2 years, but that the real number is not the pledge money. It's the money that's actually coming in, because that's the money that we can actually use to advance the kingdom and to do these works. So we actually formulated a list of our 9 highest priorities and came up with a list of our kids and youth space is going to get done soon. Our front parking lots is going to get done. So those of you who parked in the front parking lot, you're going to actually be able to see the lines soon. And it's going to be, a brand new, beautiful parking lot. And then also, we're going to get going on the first phase of our HVAC, which is going to be exciting as well. We're going to be able to stay warmer and cooler in the summertime, because summer's coming. Come on, who's ready for summer, right? Let's go. So altogether, in our first 9 big projects, we have a goal of $460,000 that we need to start and complete phase 1 of all the projects. So if you're still on the fence about jumping in, again, we are believing for $100,000 more to come in the next month, really just to pull the trigger on all 9 of these projects. And let me just tell you that every gift matters, every pledge matters. Every dollar, there's single moms that are giving, their McDonald's monies, and there's some of us that are sacrificing, significant amounts of money. But again, it's not about the amount of money; it's the sacrifice of the heart, and it's saying, God, we're going to be used to advance your kingdom, right? We also are being careful stewards of these resources. And when we were talking with our trustees this week, all of us agreed, man, this is a miracle, right? Let's not downplay this, right? You hear a number and you're like, that's a lot. But just again, to put it in perspective, over half the year's money came in 4 weeks.
So good.
And what an amazing thing. We were blown away, amazed at what has happened.